Let go, rain. It's not your song to sing no more. Goodbye, blame. Weights can lift you up, but you can find a way to drop them.
I was diagnosed with leukemia in 2015, and I decided to go the all-natural route. No chemo, no radiation, and I couldn't afford to maintain my mortgage and my high-dose vitamin C IVs. I saw like a prison bus that was like driving through the neighborhood that was had solar panels on top, and I was like, oh. So I was like, what if I do a bus? And then I started Googling and YouTubing and all of that stuff, and I came across Off-Grid Schoolie, Chris. And I just continued to dig, and I was like, this is like a normal thing. People actually convert school buses, so I'm like, perfect. I paid $3,000 for this, but I ended up selling my shed to buy my bus. So everything in here that you see, I sold something to buy something. The only thing that I paid a big penny for were my tires, because it's like the foundation of your home. So I replaced all 6 tires. And then I paid for the solar system, which was almost $5,000. And then everything else, I sold something to buy something. So I really didn't dish out too much money. It relieved so much stress from me. I felt great when I left. It was sad because it was 11 years of my life, and it was everything that I worked hard for. It was the American dream. I had it all. I had a BMW. I had it all. So I let go of all the material things. I converted the school bus on my own. It took me about 1.5 years with some help of people. I decided to just go and live my life out until my time is up. But so far so good. They gave me 6 months to live, and it's been almost 4 years. My name is Denise, and this is my home, the Schoolie. It is a 2001 International. It's a diesel engine. It's got a DT466E with an Allison 545 transmission. I did the whole outside with Raptor liner, mainly just so it's durable, and it actually sealed up a lot of holes that I didn't have to do myself. But the entire outside is in Raptor liner. It's a truck bed liner. This is gray and then white. Up top I have 1,500 watts of solar with a 900 amp hour battery bank, a rooftop deck that I welded with my buddy Timmy with Trex decking, and I replaced the hatch with a marine hatch. And that's a tiny wood stove I have in there, so that's the vent for the tiny wood stove. I have my 12-volt LED like spotlights, so when we're boondocking and I want to let the dogs out, I'm not letting them out to like some wild creatures, so I could see there. I have 30 amp shore power hookup, but most of the time I'm completely off grid. I have a 12-volt fantastic fan. That's right above my little stove that I have inside that you'll see inside. I replaced the toolbox storage with aftermarket. I actually got them off Facebook Marketplace, so I replaced them. I just got to do some trimming on that one. This is my wheelchair access door. This opens up, so when I'm at views like this, I can just open this up, and my couch is on the other side, and I have a hammock there that I sit in, so that opens up completely, and it's just wide open. Around back, we have Pioneer mini split AC unit. It's about 12,000 BTU. I can run this off my solar. I have a ladder. This ladder actually folds down so I can access my rooftop. I keep it up just for safety reasons, and so they can see my license plate. This is my tow bar. I do tow behind my Jeep Rubicon. And then over here I have another set of storage. This is my vent for my Nature's Head composting toilet. More 12-volt spotlights. I have 100 gallons of freshwater tank that I have mounted on the outside of my bus just because I felt more comfortable with water being on the outside. This is my city water fill and hookup. I replaced one of the windows with a little marine hatch that my dad actually got for me to boost my cellular signal so I have better coverage out here. The flag is my grandfather's flag. He was in the Navy. I might get a little choked up here, but he was my best friend. And he's no longer with us, so whenever I'm parked for a long period of time or just I put him up in my front windshield. So let's go on in. I have my little Zen Plant Garden here, so it's all my greens, my little cactus. I have my little Venus fly trap plant there. This is storage, storage, and that actually is just like my wood carving kit. I attempted to carve some spoons. I'm not really good at it, but that's that. My maps and my atlases are down here, and then really this is like gloves for when I pump diesel fuel. I'll give a shout out to Little House on the Highway because Rich from Little House on the Highway actually made that for me. Here I have my TV mounted here, 32-inch TV. I don't really watch much TV. My favorite part about the bus actually is this. I reused the seat belts for my keys because I was like, where am I going to hang them? So you reuse the seatbelt clips. I have two of the fans that came with the bus there. All I did was reupholster this. I ripped off the yucky original bus stuff and then I reupholstered it with white vinyl. I'm not a professional, obviously, but the cockpit is, if I was being honest, is a hot mess. A lot of wires. I have a little switch panel there. I have a backup camera. I have a radio that connects to my phone, Apple Play. I kept the original little sun visor here. This is where I made this like my little temporary bookshelf. I did put a new speaker system in, a radio system. This right here is storage. I have a lot of my tripods and my electrical stuff in this little thing, but right now it's covered with this little sign. I just remove that, open it up, and that's that. This seat is actually from my sister's RV. She renovated an RV, so I took her passenger side seat and I replaced the original bus seat because it wasn't comfortable. This ended up being the third layout that I had. I had some different ideas. I know that I did want an open concept, so I didn't want to feel like too cramped inside, especially with my two large dogs. I'm pretty happy with the layout. I love it. It's comfortable. I feel like it's home. And some people look at me like, you're crazy. How'd you just give up 4-bedroom, 3 full bath house for this lifestyle? And to me, you only have one life to live, and I chose to live it my way. And I have a long road to recovery, but I think that I'm headed down the right path. So I have a tiny wood stove here, and this actually serves as my heat shield when I have the stove running. And when I'm parked or driving, I put this down, so it's an extra 6 square feet of space, and that's huge. And when you have like such a tiny little space here. This is my tiny wood stove. I went with the vent out the back so I could heat up water on top here. It's the 4K Dwarf stove from Tiny Wood Stove. It's actually a Tiny Wood Stove brand, and it actually heats me out of the bus sometimes. Like, it heats this bus up extremely well. My couch also serves as my bed because I hate sleeping back there, so I pull this out and it comes out like right about here, and then me and the dog sleep here. And then the curtains, I had my mother's friend made them. She sewed them because I am not a big person in sewing. I just pull them down when I want them, all the way down, and then when I don't want them, I don't want to use them, I just roll them up and I just hook them up here. So at night I'll just push them down and cover the windows. Here I have my essential oils. I'm big on the all natural remedies for healing. This is my Young Living essential oil rack. And then back here I have my dog's toys, which they have a lot of, if you can see that. This is my little footrest, so when I'm sitting in my hammock, so my hammock can go here, or it can go, there's a hook behind your head, it can go there. So when I'm sitting here, I'll just move this footstool out and I'll just put that there so I can sit there. Back here, continuing down, here I have a Berkey water filter. I filter all my water, and here I have more essential oils. All my teas, dog treats, all my like granola and all that stuff, like snacks. This is a black walnut countertop. I actually did this with my father. It was 5 slabs of 3-inch thick black walnut that we put together, and then I sanded it. I have about 80 hours worth of work into this black walnut countertop. It took me a good while to get it to look the way it did, because obviously we're not professionals, but this is just regular. I got this at the IKEA as-is section. They were 3 separate. They're a little, it took me probably about 4 attempts to figure out what hooks to get to work so they wouldn't fly open when I was driving. And then I made these handles out of like old pipe. I custom made the doors for the countertop. And underneath here, I know it's probably a mess, but underneath here I have my Excel water heater. It's on-demand water tank. So it's tankless and ventless. And then just my juicers under there and my water tea kettle. Cabinets up top, I have them locked with a little magnet. I just made them. They're just little cabinets. Seasonings, mason jars, hydro flasks. Basically my cups and my plates are up here. And then that's what's in here. And then I have a big sink because that's what I wanted. I was like, if I'm gonna do this, I want a big sink so I can rinse off fruits and vegetables. But I do not much cooking, but I do cook my own food. I don't eat out a lot because that's what's the point of eating out when you're trying to save money. Oh, this is my Arlo camera. This camera is just for my dogs. So when I'm not here, I have this on so I can see what my dogs are doing. I actually have a little temperature thing that I stick right here so I know if it gets too hot because I'm paranoid. Even though I leave windows open, fans on, I'm just paranoid that they're gonna get too hot in a car. And that's why I have that there. And then behind there is just the switches. Underneath my cabinets, I have lights underneath there. That's what that switch is for. And then this switch is for the shower plug. And then I made this little light out of the same stuff to match the handles. And then this is real tile, and I use flexible grout. So I haven't had any issues with it cracking or anything, but I use that as a backsplash all the way down. So I replaced the original bus hatch with the marine hatch. And I still have to trim it out, but not bad. I just like the more openness of it, so it was actually like a skylight. I didn't want a skylight because I wanted to be able to get out. I still like the emergency aspect of it. And it also locks from inside and outside. So these you just clip and it locks from the inside, and I can also lock it from up top if I want to. I have my Avanti fridge. It is a fridge freezer combo. I went with the fridge freezer combo that was counter level top, side by side, because I needed more counter space. Originally I wasn't going to get the Breville oven, but it dehydrates fruit. So I just put it on top there. But normally that's where I would cut up my vegetables and my fruit and stuff. This right here is just a temporary solution for all my supplements. I just slide it out and slide it back in. This is a 3-burner stove from Wedgwood Vision. And then this is my custom-made penny countertop that I have a love-hate relationship with. It took me a long time to do, thankfully for my sister, because she helped me because I was ready to give up. We cleaned every single penny with vinegar and water. And then we glued them down each with super glue. Under here I have my batteries. I have 8 6-volt batteries. I have a 24-volt battery bank, about 900 amp hours. And then my Ames power inverter is back there. And then on this side I have everything here is like, this is just a face to my Ames. And then I have the Midnight Classic solar charger. And then that's right, everything's right there. So my batteries, Midnight Classic, and then this is the brains of everything. These are all the fuses to this is my main shut-off fuse. And this is the fuse for the panels up top, and then this box right here. I don't have any issues with my solar. I joke around with some of my friends who struggle. They have, I call it quitter solar. They will be like, how do you run your AC off your solar panels? And I'm like, I don't know, I just do. Like, I run my mini split off my panels. Like, right now I'm at, I'll tell you in a second, about 80%. And that's with in California we've had rainy days for the last 4 days. So, I mean, that's not bad. So here I have, this is the barn door. It serves 2 purposes. When I'm not using the shower, it covers the shower. When I'm using the shower, I can slide it down. It just slides down, and there's a little magnet right there that it just gets stuck there. I had this made for me. Splendor Oaks actually made this door for me. This is my shower. Opens up here. Normally storage when I'm not using it. That's my dog food bin. And then I have on the inside here, this is one of these faucets where you can push the button so I don't have to turn off the water when I'm showering. This can save water. You just hit this little button and it trickles out, so it continuously makes my hot water stay hot. This slides back, and it actually, there's a little magnet there that holds it in place. And then back here I have Nature's Head Composting Toilet. All my toiletry stuff. I actually did the cedar in the shower along the wall. I have a cedar on this side, and then these are actually made up of cedar, so I have a completely cedar closet. This is my closet. These just slide out, slide back in. I have this here so they don't come flying out when I'm driving. Towel sheets. I use it as a coat hanger. My mini split. It is a Pioneer mini split. It's 12,000 BTU. I actually hang this fan here to push it kind of out there. But I run this completely off my solar. So this was supposed to be my bed. This actually slides out. This slides all the way out. These right here drop down for legs, and then it slides back in. This is an old school locker that I was gifted. It was from a police station. I actually have, like, my shoes are in here. So I just laid it on its side, and then I just have these little night eyes hooks. So I put all my shoes, these are all my prison slippers, my sandals. My electronics are in some of these. My boots for like winter stuff is back there. So I have a total of 6. So it's just extra storage that I used as a base for the bed. This is key for my life. We have Nerf wars. This is like a must-have in this bus. I don't go anywhere without my Nerf gun. Yeah, this is my home. I live in it full time. My goal of this is just to let people know, like, hey, I have leukemia, I'm living my life. If you looked at me, you wouldn't know I was sick. I feel it. I'm not gonna lie, there are days where I don't want to get out of bed. If it wasn't for my sister and the kids and them traveling with me, I probably wouldn't do as much as I do on the road. She decided to travel with me, her and her family and her husband and Max and Mackenzie, and they're traveling along with me. I do web design on the side, and then I make CBD, topical CBD salves, and then I sell my merchandise, so like t-shirts and stuff like that. So www.theskooly.net, and Skooly is SKOOLY.net. But right now, a majority of my stuff is I'm living off savings still. Like my 401k, I cashed out. My pension, I cashed out. If I come to a stopping point where I can't make money, I'll find another route, but it's gonna be something that I wanna do and that I enjoy doing. Your life is so much more than the materialistic things. And when I found out I had cancer, it put that in perspective on ways I never even imagined. My life changed like 360 degrees. My diet, just the way I look at things, just the way I perceive things, just the way I handle things. Like something goes wrong and I'm like, you know what, it could be worse. And I'm just gonna keep going. I'm gonna live out all my dreams as much as I can and gonna go from there.